What's up, Savages? Thanks for tuning in to this impromptu stream. We talked about Conceal Network a little bit last night, deposits and investments, and I realized that I kind of skimmed over some things that I kind of wanted to point out that I felt are kind of important. So that's what we are going to kind of go over quickly today or tonight. But quickly, let's go over here and look at and see what CCX is doing as far as the market is concerned. That's not the right one. This is it. So they're down a little bit. Let's compare them to BTC. I know that, seriously, there's a lot of stuff going on today, and I'm sure everybody's kind of keeping up on what's going on with the market. It's not looking good. But, hey, we'll get past this as well, just like we always do, right? So, as far as what we're going to look at tonight, I want to go over a little bit more about Conceal. As I pointed out last night, the main feature of Conceal Network is to be a decentralized blockchain bank, with the wallet being your primary and basically your only interface into that bank. But one thing I failed to mention was that the banking features are based on what's called cold staking. I didn't point that out, and I wasn't really clear about it. And that is Vice, a masternode or proof of stake implementation. So your wallet doesn't even have to be online or anything once the coins are locked up in a deposit or an investment. It's an on-chain protocol level staking implementation and doesn't require running your own node that must be powered on and attached to the network just to avoid penalties. A lot of systems, master nodes and proof of stake, you have to have the node online. It has to be connected to the network, and if you're running it through VPS or something like that, you're actually paying even more because you're having to pay for that service. Plus some of it requires a dedicated IP, which might incur an additional cost. So there's a lot of benefits to having this particular feature, although they're not exactly comparable, because Masternodes offers additional services and things like that. But just keep in mind that that's something I just wanted to point that out. This saves the cost incurred by electricity and adds to your profits while increasing decentralized security, since your wallet can be closed and offline. You saw last night how we threw the coins into the deposits, and then I closed the wallet and it's good to go, right? If you look at the wallet from last night, you can see right here that the deposits are still locked up. They're still in there. I've restarted this machine. It's not like I'm not penalized in any way for having the machine off or the wallet closed. So that's just, a neat thing to realize, because it actually, to me, I kind of compare this to a certificate of deposit in a bank. So this is, to me, it's compared to that. It's like a CD on the blockchain, basically. Let's see here. As long as you know how to download and install the wallet, once you get your funds into the wallet, either by buying and transferring from another wallet or exchange, mining, or some other method, you'll be able to easily start the staking process without much technical know-how, which we covered last night. Basically we just went to banking, and then we told it to throw all of our current CCX into a deposit, and then we lock that up for the maximum amount of weeks, which you don't have to, but you can go as low as 1 or as high as 52, right? Anywhere in between. So nice little graphical representation up here. So then you just click create, and off you go. Now those coins would be locked up. I'm not going to do it because we're not going to lock these up just yet, but that's basically all there is to it. And then once that happens, and I don't even think there's really much of a confirmation or anything like that. I think it does take a minute to be confirmed, but it seemed like last night it showed up immediately. Over here basically is your status, and yeah, so that's it. Basically, that is it. Your staked coins and your reward are managed by a simple time-locked smart contract, and they never leave your wallet. So this is all on-chain, on protocol. You know, as soon as you stake, you'll see the reward, which we noticed last night, which kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop, because I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. I thought maybe it was, you would see it over time. You know, you would see the deposit amount actually increase over time, but it was instant. As soon as we did it, boom, there it showed up. These features are vastly different than like I discussed earlier, they're vastly different than the comparable masternode and proof of stake implementations of this technology that require your wallet to be open and online, paying for a static IP, potentially incurring the monthly VPS costs, even buying dedicated hardware, and so on. So you can see how this cold staking method is superior in a lot of ways to masternodes and proof of stake, but I do understand that masternodes and proof of stake tech and those implementations actually provide additional functions to the network, right? It allows more features on the network, but if you want a simple interest earning feature, you don't have to look much further than CCX. It's basically a certificate of deposit on a blockchain, like I said before. And just a reminder, this is not sponsored. I'm just covering something that I'm interested in. I dig this project. These guys are on fire right now. I think they're doing a great job, so that's why I'm covering it in this down market, especially whenever it comes to mining. Now let's take a few minutes and look at their upcoming roadmap type stuff. So I'm gonna go to their website and let's look at, I think there's a roadmap option over here. Yep, there it is right there. We kind of breezed over this last night. As I was saying, I did cover this a little bit last night. The Conceal mobile is coming. They are working on that. Let me pull up my notes on that real quick here. So that's going to be a mobile wallet for Conceal, and it looks like it's going to be May or June timeframe, I believe, is whenever they're looking to implement that. So that's going to be nice having, and all of these wallet implementations, from what I understand, all of them, the intention is going to be to actually have all the features of the desktop wallet inside of all of the other wallets. So the mobile, the web, all that stuff, supposed to have the same features and be consistent throughout the whole project. So I think that is super cool. I think that's a good thing, clearly. And then the next thing in the roadmap here is the Conceal Id, and that's an alias protocol implementation to simplify. I briefly covered that last night. Just basically creating an alias for your wallet that So your wallet will have an alias similar to, there's other projects out there that are doing similar things to make it a little bit easier to adopt users, and instead of them having to remember or copy and paste or email their public key to themselves, or their address to themselves, or store it in some other way, you're going to have a nickname, much like you have for, you know, Twitter or Facebook or whatever. So you'll have a nickname alias that will identify that wallet receiving address, or that wallet address for you. So that'll be super cool, decentralized, secure, and all that stuff. Very cool. Something that they're definitely working on this month, from what I understand, is Conceal smart nodes. Now, you know, we talked about just a minute ago how you don't have to leave your wallet online and all that stuff, but these remote nodes are going to give you the capability of possibly earning a little bit of CCX, you know, on the side, kind of a side hustle kind of thing, because any transactions that run through your node that you have online, you'll get a little bit of a kickback or a little bit of fee. You'll earn fees for that transaction. So anyone with a spare computer or processing power can earn those extra CCX by opening up their daemon to the public, and for that they'll earn those transaction fees. So that is super cool. I dig that feature. It's not required. It's not like, you know, you have to, like we were talking about earlier with the whole masternode and proof of stake and all that. It's not like that. It's just basically like, hey, if you want, you can do this. The Conceal nodes are going to appear, or they will appear on a listing of fee-based open nodes on their Explorer. Let me get that real quick here. I think I probably have it up pretty quick here. So if you go to their Explorer, again, nice interface. These guys do a great job with all the consistent, color schemes and all that. Really digging it. But if you go over to nodes, then these nodes will show up here if you have one open to the public like that. Now, in order for it to show up here, though, it has to have, or the node has to be running what's called Conceal Guardian. Now, I don't know a whole lot about that, although pretty much the only thing I know is that it's going to be software that monitors, the way I understand it, it's software that monitors your node and maintains reliability, make sure that the node is online and working. It basically is like a high availability software that for monitoring it, basically the Conceal daemon. So that combined with the public node or the remote node, you'll show up in here and you'll be able to see what transactions flow and all that kind of stuff. So that is another cool feature. And what is the next thing? Let's see. They also have Conceal. Well, let's get back to the. Okay, they got Conceal Rewards. There was also mobile, but that's, or I'm sorry, Conceal Cloud, but that's already, the Conceal Cloud wallet is already done, but it's a basic wallet. It doesn't have all the features of the desktop wallet as far as the banking features and all that. But that's something that they are definitely working on as well. I think that once they see, the way I understand it, once the project, or the team, the devs actually see a stable web wallet, Conceal Cloud, running for at least like a month. I believe we're coming up on a month that it's been available. They'll once it's super stable, then they're going to start implementing all the other features. They're constantly working on this stuff, so that's nice to see as well. And then the Conceal Rewards, this is going to be, actually, I want to say that might, let me see if anybody's in here, if Conceal is in here. All right, so are we having a problem with audio or something? I think it should be good. I mean, I'm showing good over here. Let's see here. The rewards. Okay, now this is Conceal Rewards on their roadmap here, but I don't know if it's the same as, let's see, it wouldn't be the same as their, because they're looking at Conceal Pay also. And Conceal Pay, which isn't, I don't think it's even on their roadmap anywhere. No. So, and it must be different than this. So Conceal Pay is basically anyone with a Conceal Cloud account will be able to receive payments via in CCX. And this is ideal for merchants and online businesses and things like that want to enable their customers to pay with CCX. And you'll basically, they'll be able to have a pay with CCX button, or another option is going to be a little bit more complex, is an API integration with callbacks to their existing services. So that is another feature that is being worked on right now. Another one of those adoption things where if people start seeing pay with CCX, hey, what is CCX? That kind of, all that stuff definitely helps projects and helps adoption for crypto. So let me see what's going on in the chat, and then I am going to get out of here. I hope that the sound is working. I mean, on my end, everything looks good. I don't know, Serial Thrilla is talking about sound, but hopefully it worked. I don't know. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me. I'm going to be back in an hour and 15 minutes or so, going over some other stuff tonight. So be sure to tune back in at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be back. I will see you guys then. Thanks so much for watching and all that stuff. I just wanted to kind of clear this up as far as CCX goes, because I felt like I didn't cover it enough, so or at least that part of it. The whole cold staking thing, I never said that last night, I don't believe, so I wanted to clear that up. But thanks so much for watching. Be sure to hit the like on the way out and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in about an hour and 15 minutes. Stay savage. I will see you guys soon. Thanks for checking in and all that stuff.